Hi everyone, welcome to Rock Your Foundation. My name is Jody Stein. Come on in, say hello. I'm just going to quick share this to my personal page, so I'll let a few of you hop on. How is everyone? It is Thursday. Crazy. The weeks fly by fast. We are going to do an orange eyeshadow look today. Okay. All right, I've already got my pre-makeup routine finished. I've done my skincare. I've prepped my skin with my primer and my setting spray. So now we can go in and do the makeup. We're gonna do spray foundation today. We're gonna do concealer with caffeine, and we are going to contour with my stick foundation. So we are going to use the Kabuki brush for all three of those things. All right, so we are just gonna spray this directly onto the brush. And you are going to start from the inside of your face and work your way out. That's going to give you, well, I personally find that I need more coverage right in this area of my face rather than the outer part of my face, because when you have your hair down and everything, you don't need that much coverage on the outer part of your face. But I do like to have that full coverage look on the inside. Okay, so what I do is I just kind of stipple it in place and then I gently blend it out. Hello, how are you? Hop on, say hello. Don't be shy. And when you hop on, tell me where you're joining from, and also click the share button, please. That helps grow my network. And since this is my full-time job, it really helps my business out a lot. And it doesn't, your phone won't explode on you if you hit the share button, I promise. All right, and if you already use and love the products, I encourage you to grab your own beauty box, and that way you can start getting a personal discount on the products you already use and love. It is a 20 to 25% personal discount. If you would like more information about that, just comment beauty box and I'm happy to inbox you and answer all of your questions that you have. No, you don't have to actively sell. That is probably the number one question I get, is if you have to do what I'm doing. The answer is no, but you can. It's a great way to earn a little bit of extra money. Sometimes girls just want to do this because they want to pay for their manicure, their pedicure, their facial, if they get a monthly facial, and they just really want to have, not take that out of the family budget, but just have their own little side gig where they can pay for some of those things for themselves. Okay. So we've got the spray foundation all in place. I need a mirror. I have a mirror right down here, but I need one that it gets me up close. So I make sure I have it all blended out. Okay. All right, now we're gonna go in with my concealer. This concealer is like nothing you've ever used before. It has caffeine in it, which means it is going to wake up your skin underneath, and it's going to help brighten your skin. And it's really going to help conceal if you have dark circles under your eyes. I don't struggle too much with dark circles under my eyes, but I do like to have my under eyes, I do like to brighten them up and bring them forward. So we are going to do that with the concealer. And I like to highlight the forehead, the center of my forehead, and the bridge of my nose. Okay. Now let's see, I'm gonna keep that out because I'm probably gonna use that too I'm going to go in with just this smaller kabuki brush. It's still a kabuki brush, but it's just a smaller version. I got this a couple of years ago when we had our Black Friday bundles. If you ordered so many of them, you received a free brush set. So that is where this brush comes from. But it's just, it is the same kabuki brush. It's just the mini version. And I am going to just blend. Normally, if you've ever seen me use the concealer, you will see me blend it out with a damp beauty blender. But I really want to show you guys how you can do this with just a brush and you'll be just fine. I know a lot of you don't have the time or the patience to do an extra step with the damp beauty blender because you do need to run it under water and squeeze out the excess water. And I know some of you just don't want to mess with that. So here is a way you can just do it with a brush. And then you can see I got a little bit too far down here. So I'm just going to take my kabuki brush that had the foundation on it and I'm just going to blend that out. Okay? Easy peasy. All right. So we're just gonna blend this down, blend this out, like tap, tap, tap. Okay. Now we're going to contour with my foundation stick in the shade Chenille. If you're curious about the shade that I wear Chiffon Spray Foundation. I wear either, I go between the Scarlet or the Organza Concealer. And then I always go with Chenille in my contour shade. So we're just gonna pop this right here. Okay, those are the areas that I want to contour. And what I mean by when I say contour is I'm adding shadows to my face. Hi Cornell, thanks for hopping on. I'm adding shadows to my face, which is going to create dimension and it's going to give me more of the chiseled look. And for those of you who have gone through quarantine and you might have, I don't know what's the right word to say. I mean, I'm speaking for myself. If you've gotten a little fluffy during quarantine or, you know, this will kind of help chisel your face and at least make your face look like you've lost about 10 pounds. I can't do much for my stomach area, but at least we can do it to my face, right? All right, so we are blending the contour shade out with the kabuki brush that I did my foundation with. Now, if you're wondering why I'm contouring underneath my bottom lip, it's gonna make your lip look a little bit more plump. And you can see I have very thin lips, so anything I can do to always make them look more full, I am game. I'm here for it. So now we're just gonna blend this down the bridge, the sides of my nose. I might need the little brush for that. Does anyone know if there's a scientific fact that your nose continues to grow as you get older? Because I don't know what it is. I feel like my nose is getting bigger, like this area. Maybe it's just because I've gained the COVID-19, but I don't know. Is that a thing or am I just losing my marbles? All right. So I started to swirl. I want to pause and go back. I really just kind of want to stipple that also into my skin so it looks more blended and not muddy. So that is what we're going to do. Did anybody watch, I think it was like a year ago, did anybody watch the Bachelor Listen to Your Heart? And the couple that took like first place? I thought they were such a cute couple, and I thought they were gonna go the distance, but I just saw today on Instagram that they have gone their separate ways, and I'm super sad. I'm super bummed about that. I thought they looked so cute together, and they sounded fantastic together. So Bachelor Listen to Your Heart was basically, it was definitely like The Bachelor, except it was a singing competition as well. So the person you partnered with, it was also a singing competition, and then the winners at the end received a contract. And I know her name was Brittany, or Britt, I think it was Britt. I can't remember his name, but ooh, I am loving this. I'm loving the spray foundation with the concealer and the stick foundation for my contour. I'm really liking this coverage. Okay, so now what you're gonna want to do is set everything in place. I'm gonna just grab a, I'm gonna grab my angled, or my tapered blush brush. And I wanna grab that because it's just the perfect size to fit underneath my eyes. But I'm gonna make sure I have it wiped off because I know I've used this brush for bronzer and blush, and I don't wanna get that mixed into my setting powder. So I always have a towel in my lap, and then I can just wipe off my brushes like that, okay? I know a lot of you get ready in your bathroom, so just have a towel handy by you in your bathroom, which most of us do, right? Okay. So we are going, I love when I get my setting powder in the mail and I open up a new one, I love to remove the lid, but I don't throw it away. I keep the lid so I can tap off the excess, but I love to remove this so I can get into the product. I find that this little opening is not enough. I need to get into the product. So what you will do is you take a utility knife and you just kind of go around the edge of it. Just be super careful. I don't want anybody hurting themselves when you do that. So I go right in there and I grab the product, and then I use the little trampoline. I just kind of tap off the excess in there. Does anybody else do this trick? And then we can set everything in place, especially where I put that concealer, because the concealer is liquid, and if you don't set it with a translucent setting powder or a pressed powder, some sort of a powder, it is going to crease up on you throughout the day. That is not going to be pretty. You're not going to be happy. You're going to message me, and I'm going to ask you if you set it with a setting powder, and you're going to say no. And then I'm going to tell you you need a setting powder. Okay, so you might as well just grab the Flawless 4 bundle right away, which is your primer, a foundation, a concealer, and the setting powder. I call that my Flawless 4 bundle. Okay, boom, boom, and done. We're gonna go in with some blush, and I'm gonna use Supple today because it is just a nice warm peach color. It has some gold flecks to it. I really like this blush. It's super, super pretty. And I need to grab my little brush here. We'll grab this one. Okay, so just tap, 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 tap off the excess, and then just sweep it up in circular motions. If you're not really sure where to place your brush, here is a great little tip that I've learned along the way. Take 2 fingers, place them beside your nose, and that is your starting point. If anybody is like scrolling through Facebook, they're probably wondering what the heck I'm doing, but I'm just showing you guys where to put your blush. A lot of us don't know, and I was one of them. I would start way down here and I would like go all the way over. No, that's not the way to do it. So again, put 2 fingers here and just sweep that blush up. And the goal for makeup is we're trying to lift. We're just trying to lift everything. So you really want to make sure you know where your starting points are. And this does have a little bit of a highlight, quality to it. You know that's not going to be enough for me, but it does have it in there, which I love. Okay, and I'm just going to go, since I'm not doing bronzer today, I'm just going to kind of sweep that down in those areas as well, but not just very lightly. I didn't even dip back into the product. Okay, now we're going to go in with Benevolent powder. I'm not sure if this is on my website. I know the Benevolent cream stick is on my website, but I'm not sure about the powder. But I have it, so I'm going to use it. So I'm just going to tap this in, and I'm going to tap that into right on to the tops of my cheekbones. Benevolent is just more of a natural highlight. I love using iridescent because that's like a powerful highlight. But if you want something just more natural and not overbearing, I would say grab Lustrous or Benevolent. This is Benevolent. And then I just take a little bit like this on my nose, Cupid's bow, and my chin. And a little bit there. Okay. All right, so we've got all that done. Now what I want to do is I want to make sure my eyes are set for the eyeshadow so I don't have any blotchiness there. I think I'm going to do my brows first. We'll do my brows first. So we are going to use my brow pencil in the shade Medium. If you are new to brows, I always suggest, and if you want to start playing around with your brows, I always suggest you get the brow pencil. It's kind of like Brows for Dummies. It has this nice, small, precision product at the end, at one end. And at the other end is your spoolie where you can just blend everything out. Just like so. Okay. Now, when you go to my website and you click on makeup and then you click on eyes, you will see where you can click on brows. You can either get one of these pencils for $19 or you can get a set of 2 for $34. So you're saving $4 on a set of 2. And trust me, you want the extra one on hand because all of a sudden you'll be doing your brows one day and you'll go to twist up the product and you're out. And there's really no warning to that. So I just really recommend you have that extra one on hand. So I start underneath, I follow my natural brow, but then I need a little bit of help on the tail end. You can see I don't have one, so I need to create that with the brow pencil. And since I've done this for so long, I pretty much know where my arch should start, where my tail should stop, where the beginning of my brow should start. But if you need extra help with that, just let me know. So just comment brows in the comments and I can either do an exclusive tutorial just for brows, or I can message you and I can just help you one-on-one. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? While I'm doing my brows and my eyeshadow, here's a little tip. I'm going to put the Twisted mascara underneath my leg. It's going to warm it up and it's going to make it go on so much more smooth on my lashes. And that is a tip I've seen on Pinterest. You can either run your mascara under warm water. If you're getting ready in your bathroom and you're already dressed, you can stick your tube of mascara right in the front part of your bra, just anywhere where it's going to warm up, and it will just really help warm up that product for you. All right, I think these are pretty good today. Yesterday I was on the struggle bus with this brow. It got way too much and I had to like fix it. Okay, boom, done. We are gonna go in with some powder luminizer though, and we're just gonna pop in a little bit of that right on the arch of my brow, just to make it pop, make it you just highlight it. And I just don't feel like doing concealer today on them. I just want this to be super easy. And then you can just blend. If it gets a little bit too much, you can just blend that out with your ring finger. I always say your ring finger, that is the finger that has the least amount of pressure. But that is, I think that's good. All right, you can always go through and correct any mistakes later too. All right, so now we can move on to eyeshadow. I'm gonna get a couple of brushes ready. I'm gonna grab this little color switch remover, and I'm gonna grab the brushes I need here. There we go. I need to replace my crease brush. So you have like this really small crease brush, but I think the last time I washed my brushes, mine kind of just disintegrated because it was so old and it had been washed too many times. And it's just a tiny, tiny bristle brush. So I need to replace that. All right. I think we're gonna stick with the orange, the cranberry, and these two yellows. I'm not sure which yellow. I'll kind of work my way through the palette. But we are gonna just start with this fluffy blending brush. And what I wanna show you is that you're just gonna do one sweep. Okay, and then tap off the excess, and then you are just going to start building that product up into your natural crease, but start building it up above your crease, okay? Because you want your eyeshadow to be seen when someone is looking at you straight on. And that used to be like my #1 mistake. Is whenever I would put my eyeshadow on, I would just stay right on this little lid, and it never looked like I was wearing eyeshadow, I swear. And another tip is to hold your brush way back down at the bottom. It's gonna give you a much lighter grip, and it's just gonna really disperse that shadow evenly and just more lightly, and you can build upon it. But if you hold it right here and you try to, so if you can see it, like it doesn't move. It just kind of stays in a glob. where if I move my hand down here, it just gently goes back and forth, okay? So always just hold your brushes toward the end. Now, I want to build this up a little bit more. I'll bring you guys in so you can see more of what I'm doing. So I'm just kind of tapping to get it in place, and then I'm going to start lightly going back in windshield wiper motions. And did I grab I think I just grabbed the burgundy now, and I was supposed to grab the orange. All right, well, let me just go in and grab some of the orange. It'll be fine. This is just going to be a really pretty sunset eye. Kind of playing off of I know you can't really see, but there is like an orange in my sweater. So I'm kind of just playing off of my sweater, and I'm also playing off of my earrings. Okay, so that built it up. Now we're going to do the same thing to the other eye. We're going to go in with the orange, tap off the excess, and just start tapping and lightly blending windshield wiper motion back and forth. Okay. Okay, but now to even them out, I need to grab a little bit of the cranberry color. And just sweep that on. Now, I want you guys to try this. I want you to go up higher than what feels comfortable. And I just know you're going to like the results better. Okay, I think it looks pretty even. I feel like this eye always turns out better, but whatever. Okay, so now we are going to go in with my fluffy crease brush. This is just a little bit more of a tapered, so this is really, you can see this is fluffy. This is just more tapered, but it's still fluffy, hence fluffy crease brush. So I'm just going to make sure I wipe off any excess color that I might have had from a previous eye look. And we are going to go in with that cranberry color. Okay, I just did like one little sweep, tap off the excess, and then we're going to focus this right here on the outer part of my eye and bring it in to the middle, and then work it up into that orange. Okay. Just one little tap, tap off the excess, and just start tapping it in that outer corner, and then sweep it up into the orange. Basically, this technique that I'm doing, I do for pretty much every eyeshadow look that I do. I just gravitate towards different shades. I definitely could have used the green on the outer corner, but I think I'm going to use the green underneath my lower lash line. I'll show you guys what that will look like. Okay, done and done. Now we are going to go in with the yellow. We're gonna go in with that bright yellow. Let's do this bright yellow. And if I'm not sure, I might go in with one of the shimmer shades on top. I'm not sure yet, but we're just gonna pick up the yellow, do one swipe, tap off the excess, and then we are going to press this right here into the inner part of my eye and work it up and build up the color. Now, if you want this to be more pigmented, you could either spritz your brush with some rose water. You could also take some eye primer and lay the eye primer down first and almost do a cut crease. And that would really make that yellow pop. But this is okay for me. I'm happy with this. Okay, just like that. Now go in on the other eye and just tap. Now you notice I do a lot of tapping with my eyeshadows. It's because I'm starting to get those fine lines on my eyelids. And if I were to just try to sweep this color on and not press it in like I'm doing, it would look like my eyeshadow was completely cracked. It would not sit as nice. So it really is about the technique and the brushes that you use. So if you are finding that your eyeshadow looks a little, creepy or creasing, try this technique and see what you think. I mean, you can still see, I'm not saying that the lines on my eyelids are disappearing. I'm saying that I'm filling in all of the lines with this by doing this technique. Okay, so there is that color. I think I am going to do a shimmer. I'm going to do a shimmer right here in the center. And we're going to go with this one right here next to the orange is called Invincible. I'm going to use the same brush. I'm just going to do a sweep of it, tap off the excess, and then we are just going to pat it right here in the center. It's just going to kind of give a little bit of shimmer to my eyelid, and the light will just reflect off of that. Again, if you wanted this more intense, just spritz your brush with some rose water or setting spray, and it will really make that pop. But what do you guys think? I think I like it. All right, we're going to grab the green shadow right here, and I'm gonna wipe off this brush, and we're gonna just pop that right on the lower part of my lower lash line. And so the green, tap off the excess. You really wanna make sure you're tapping off that excess when you're doing your lower lash line, especially if you have your foundation already done. If you do that, there will not be a lot of fallout. Okay, I'm gonna need to go in with a smaller brush. I can tell that already. Okay. I'm gonna just flip this brush around. It's a liner shader brush. I'm gonna flip it over to the angled liner side, tap off the excess, and then I'm gonna kind of press this into my waterline. And that's just gonna intensify that green color. Make sure that's even Steven. You can always go in with that kabuki brush that you did your concealer and just make sure everything is blended out. Okay, we're gonna put some liquid liner on, and then I'm going to set my face with some setting spray before I go in and do my mascara. I don't want my mascara to get wet with the setting spray. Okay. If you haven't tried liquid liner, I encourage you to do so. I'm gonna back you guys up a little bit. We are gonna go in with my setting spray. I actually have my setting spray, my Behold setting spray comes in a black bottle. I don't like the way that applicator sprays out. It just is like a really fast stream and I don't like it. So I always put my setting spray into this old rose water container, okay? I love the way this sprays. Okay, so we are just setting everything. It's going to make the setting powder just kind of melt into my skin. And I can just tap everything into place. All right. I want a little bit more. I'll do that later. I was gonna say I want a little bit more nose contour, but I'll do it later. Okay, let's go ahead and do my mascara. It was sitting underneath my leg, so it's nice and warmed up for me. This mascara, here, I'll show you guys. This mascara has 2 wands. So you will untwist the top black part, and you're gonna have that tiny wand. It's gonna get all of your baby lashes, the lashes you didn't even know existed. And then you have the bigger wand, which you will untwist the silver part. And you're gonna have that bigger one that's gonna help give you more fullness. It's gonna give you length, volume, separation. I love this mascara. If you have not tried Twisted Mascara, you should, because it is fantastic. And I like to coat the back side of my lashes like this. I think it makes them look thicker. And then I'll start at the base and kind of comb through. And I forgot to curl my lashes. I always forget to curl my lashes. Curling your lashes makes such a huge difference. I always forget to do it. So I kind of blink into the product. And then we'll do the bottom. And I think I'm gonna do a pink lip today. I'm gonna do one of my matte lipsticks in the hot pink. Probably ombre it out because that's just how I roll. Okay, there is the bigger wand. So you're going to go through those lashes that you just did, and it is going to separate them, lengthen them, thicken them. Now, if you are like me, how I used to apply mascara, I would do it super, super fast and I wouldn't get into my lashes and it would never look like I had any mascara on. What I encourage you to do is start at the base of your lashes and just really comb through them from base to tip. And you can blink into the wand. That will help. roll the wand up, that will help. But really, it's this mascara. This mascara is amazing. Now, I also like to go through with, sometimes I'll go through with a coat of waterproof mascara, just to make my lashes, make sure they're gonna stay in place all day long. If I really want my lashes to look like falsies, I will go through with a coat of my 4D mascara. Okay, what do you guys think? There's just one coat of the small wand and one coat of the bigger wand, okay? So we'll just do the same thing. I'm going to do the back sides of my lashes first. And then comb through them. Thanks, Cornell. Stick around for the hot pink lip. I'm not sure how that will turn out. And I'm not sure how hot pink is going to play off of my eyeshadow, but hey, it's going with my sweater, so maybe it'll be okay. Okay. Twist it back up, close, put the small wand in, and then untwist the silver part. Okay, and you're going to have the bigger wand. So I don't know about you guys, but I have been in a major funk lately. All I want to do is sleep. I will usually take my son to school and I'll come home and crawl back into bed and go back to sleep till about 10 a.m. I have no idea. I mean, I know a lot of it is the weather because the other day I had a Facebook memory pop up and it was in January from a year ago, and it was a post that was similar to that. I was like, okay, that makes me feel a little bit better knowing that I just pretty much go through this every year when we don't have a lot of sunshine. Oh, I mean, I know there's things I could be doing inside, but my motivation to do those things is just like null and void. All I want to do is sleep. Is anybody else feeling that? I know it just makes a person feel better if they know they're not alone. Okay. This eye always needs a little bit more. Okay. There we go. Look at those lashes. All right, let's grab my Flaunty. Flaunty is hot pink. It's gonna go really pretty with my sweater. So we'll see. We'll see how this works. I'm gonna grab a lip liner. I'm just gonna grab a neutral lip liner. Okay. You've got a Peloton. That's really good. I don't even know if I should say this, but I bought my family a family membership at our local gym. My son has been taking advantage of it probably 4 or 5 times a week. He's been really wanting it. And I just haven't even done that. And I know if I do that, I will feel so much better. It's just a matter of even getting there. I don't know. I've heard so many good things about the Peloton bike though. But I have a feeling mine would just sit in the house and then it would just be a waste of money. At least with the gym membership, my son is using it, so it's not like that's a waste of money. All right. So are you already done? Yeah, I think it's like 8 o'clock at night where you're at, right, Cornell? So you're already done with your ride today? Good to know. That's awesome. Okay, so we've lined. Now we're gonna go in with that bold color. Okay, let's see. Let's see what happens. It's probably gonna brighten up my face. I'm not mad at it. It's not my favorite. I think I am gonna ombre it out with Minted though. Minted is that baby pink. And that will help tone it down. $7 a.m. when you do your live. So that's probably like 2. That's probably 1 a.m. my time. If I ever wake up in the middle of the night, I'm gonna try to hop on one of your lives. But usually I am very much sound asleep. Okay, I think once I get my hair down and style my, just fluff my hair a little bit, it won't be bad. Should I ombre it out with a little bit of Minted? I think that's what I'm going to do. We're going to go in just the center with this baby pink color and just the center. I like that. Okay, you guys, look at this. These are magnetic closure lipsticks. That's the coolest thing. It's not going to come apart in your purse. I love that about it. Okay, you know I have to do a little bit of shimmer. So I'm gonna grab, I think I have Gentle in here, or Relaxed, or Optimist. No, that's not what I'm looking for. I thought I had another one in here. Okay, maybe not. All right, we're gonna grab a little bit of Optimistic, and we're just gonna pop that in the center. Well, if I ever wake up. If I wake up and I'm like laying there, I'm gonna see if I can catch you live. Okay, can't even really tell I did anything, but let's grab a little bit more. Okay. That is so out of my comfort zone, you guys. And I know my husband's not gonna like it. He does not like hot pink. He's not a fan of it. I'm assuming it'll look good in photos, but that is very much out of my comfort zone. Yeah, I just have to always do a little bit of a shimmer. That just makes it pulls everything together for me. All right, you know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab a little bit of my 4D mascara, because I really, with this look, with the focus being right now so much on my lips, I really wanna make my lashes pop. So I am gonna comb through them with a coat of 4D mascara. This is gonna make me look like I have falsies. Okay. Okay. I like that. I like it, I like it, I like it. Okay, ladies, that is it. Thank you for joining me. I always appreciate hanging out with you. If you have any questions about the products I used in this video, just let me know, send me a message. I am happy to help you out, answer any questions that you have. That is my job. So I love giving you guys product recommendations or color matches, okay? Thanks, Cornell, you too. I'll hopefully see you tomorrow if I come live. All right, I'm out of here, and hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.